Dear Greg, my husband and I argue about everything. Everything. Today it was about the phone bill. We run a business from home, so we make a lot of business calls. Every time the phone bill comes, he tells me that I make way too many calls and go over the allowable minutes on our plan. This month the bill was $200, which is a lot more than our $69 plan. I tried to show him how each of the calls was business. Each one was necessary. But he just kept saying that I wasn't being careful. And he doesn't say it nicely. I get so mad at him when he is unreasonable and angry like this. I don't think it's right that he talks to me like this, and I don't know what to do.
Always try to get a clear picture of what is really happening first, because then it's much easier to decide what a productive response will be. Your husband is attacking you, which people do only when they're not feeling loved, when they're feeling afraid. He's afraid of many things: not having enough money, not feeling loved, being out of control, and he reacts to his fear by criticizing and controlling the people around him. When he can make you wrong about something, he feels a little less helpless and fearful. His greatest fear, the fear underlying almost all others, is that he won't be loved. And unfortunately, you respond to his anger by becoming angry yourself, which strongly communicates to him that you don't genuinely love him. Anger always says, "I don't love you." And when he hears that, he feels more empty and afraid, and then he's certain to argue with you even more. It's ironic that you become angry to protect yourself, but your anger only makes things worse for both of you. Really sucks, doesn't it? Anger leads only to more anger and unhappiness. And of course, the issue of the phone bill never gets solved. So the first decision you have to make is that you will not respond in anger. Period. Oh, I know he's being a butthead when he's attacking you. I've got that. I understand. I really do. But all that is irrelevant, isn't it? It doesn't matter how wrong somebody else is if we are wrong too. We can only change our behavior. A metaphor. Your husband comes into the room. He starts attacking you. Picture him starting a fire in your living room. Now, he's wrong to do that, no doubt about it. But then you respond by picking up a container of gasoline and throwing it on the fire. Was he wrong? Sure. But his mistake doesn't justify your throwing gas on the fire and making things much worse, which is exactly what you do when you defend yourself and get angry at him. Now, I'm not trying to get in the way of a good time here. If you enjoy throwing gas on the fire, please continue. But it sounds miserable and exhausting. So if you'd like a way out, if you'd like to do this differently, more peacefully, more calmly, even imagine, lovingly, hang on. We'll talk about how you can do that in our next session.